Hey everybody, we're back!
Hi!
As you can see from the entering,
Epic sense.
Yep. That we're back, obviously. And,
Who's back?
Roger Rabbit.
Who framed him this time? Let's find out on today's episode of CrashPlay.
So Ellen,
Yeah.
Because what do you want to do? We've done.
I want to do the middle one.
Of course you want to do it. Of course you want to do the one thing that we haven't done yet. But that's okay. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna refrain from eating the chocolate because my voice tired out a little bit last time.
Do you need some water?
I may.
You want me to go get you some water?
I don't know. Guys, I guess this is gonna be a fun thing if I can figure out whether I can entertain you.
I can entertain you.
She goes gets. Oh, I can go get water. You want to entertain him?
Sure, I'll attempt to.
First, I want you to.
Like a bad idea.
I want you to figure out of these three, which one I'm gonna play.
Okay, let's talk to
Why don't you figure out what they want? But make sure it's fair and valid and that nobody disagrees on the internet.
All right. I know someone's gonna disagree because it's the internet.
I'm not alive!
But let's test. So, Aragorn, are you guys ready to totally shit all over me with my lack of Lord of the Rings skills? Because there's a lot of names and a lot of people, but this is a cool dude. Kind of cool. We can also play as Orlando Bloom. I mean Legolas. I'm confused as to why Legolas has 2 swords and a bow, but I mean that's definitely going for me. Gimli was a fan favorite of the Lord of the Rings, as everyone remarks. And really, who wouldn't like a short, bearded man with a lovely axe? But I think we're probably gonna have to go with.
I mean, I love my own mother.
Exactly. But
surprise! Lori, also, I'm back.
Lori's lovely, but. I think we're gonna have to go with Legolas because looking at the 3 of these, why the fuck does Legolas get 2 swords and a bow?
Because the swords are not as powerful.
I'm always a double wield speed master, so I want you to play Legolas.
Oh, cool.
Also,
it's a handicap.
Also, Orlando Bloom and his name is Lego. So it's really just telling us Lego. You know, like Leggo, like, oh my god, like let's go, like, oh my god.
What what valley?
To win this war, Sauron
damn it!
believe we will use the ring against him.
I put the subtitles on. I don't think it's saved.
No, the subtitles, and then I guess hard mode also didn't work.
Weaken his borders and lure his armies into our trap.
I don't know if I can. Hold on. I'm gonna skip this, guys.
For this I
Can't skip
a
it. Sorry.
Well,
I'll just boost up the audio for you guys, and we'll be quiet for a little bit. For just a tiny.
Isildur's heir received the Ring of Power. Aragorn also carries before him the only weapon Sauron cannot abide, and the only power before which a dead king and his army might bow. To set this trap, Aragorn and his companions must travel to the Dreamerborg. Deep inside this haunted mountain, they will face terrible trials. They must overcome the wrath of an ancient, cursed realm and summon forth its king. Out of darkness, Aragorn must call an army even Sauron's horde cannot withstand. For in our plans, the living cannot defend Minas Tirith without the fury of those long dead.
Oh, Spoopy, look at that transition!
It was made by those who are dead, and the dead keep it.
We're back.
The way is shut.
A dinosaur. Alright, so here's something that was... Alright, we're just gonna... See, yeah. Okay, so we're on I guess we're just on normal.
Off normal boots?
Do you want me to put it on hard? What do you want me to do?
I wanted it on hard.
Okay, we're gonna try that.
You figured out how to do it though. Yay. And you got subtitles on? Let's do it. SpongeBob.
I forgot that old PS2 games, and by old I mean just PS2 games, had triangle be the back. Not circle, which is current. Or maybe that's PS3. I don't know what PS4 is because it
very much depends on the developer and all that bullshit. Anyway, shall we continue?
This because of the choice for it to be hard, I may never make it past this. And if that's the case, I'll just switch to one of the other two. Oh look, there you go. Look, see, now we have it.
Them subtitles, though. So, I would like to know, what's your favorite sort of weapon type? Because I know your favorite class type, Kelchen. Surprise to no one is Bard.
It is my favorite.
But what sort of weapon type? Everyone has
weapon type. What do you? Give an example of a couple.
So for me, since I prefer speed as like an attribute, my favorite attribute is like speed. I prefer either double wield, so punching weapons, or double wielding swords. Yeah, that's my example. Or I also really like the aesthetic of a giant axe. So like, I mean, bigger than myself, sort of axe or hammer. So that's my second favorite weapon.
I always love to have a rapier on hand.
Oh god, yes.
When doing a bard, simply because I like the idea of a charismatic showman just having a rapier. And like, rapiers are not amazing weapons, but they're
quick.
They're
right?
showy as hell.
So you'll have to tell me a little bit more about Dungeons and Dragons rapiers. I'm coming from like a Fire Emblem standpoint with my rapiers, which was always like the royal main character usually has a rapier, and it also allows them to like crit more often and attack twice more often.
No.
We're probably not gonna.
Rapiers are not bad weapons.
But they're not quick?
They're a decent. In determining the damage roll,
they
roll a
have small.
d6.
That's pretty average, don't you think?
Yes, but as a bard, for example, you can have a longsword, which is a d8 roll.
Oh, okay.
An 8-sided die roll.
Sure.
And the question you have to ask yourself is, oh, I just died. The question you have to ask yourself is, why would I have a weapon that has less damage? The good thing about it is technically you have a larger critical range, which for those who don't know what that means,
the way is shut. It was made by those who are dead.
A larger critical range means that you can score a critical hit, which means that you do a lot more damage.
Okay.
It's an 18 to 20. Whereas a longsword, I think, is 19 to 20. Anyway.
That makes sense.
A lot of... Okay, if we're talking about simply, like, cosmetics and how I like... we're not talking cosmetics, but just... We're not talking about a specific game, like just a sword that I... Or whatever that I like.
Weapon.
A weapon that I like. I like the idea of a... not a halberd. That's not what I'm looking for.
Morning Star?
I like Morning Stars. But
put up a picture of the Morning Star, whoever the fuck is editing this video. Oh, look at that lovely weapon.
There it is. But I think my favorite is Cat o' Nine Tails. No, sorry. The other... I can never remember the name of it. It's the, I like dual wielding, too. In the end, I've always fantasized being able to do... I don't remember what it's called. I've heard it's almost Florentine. A Florentine style is when you have two it's dual wielding. That's Florentine.
Okay.
But mine's almost the idea that I like is almost Florentine, but it's one hand normal direction and then one in reverse direction.
Oh.
Hard to do.
That's really fun.
I think I've seen one person do it. One character do it.
Sure.
And it was on Star Wars Battlefront 2. I believe the character's name is Ayla Sakura.
Put up a picture of him, because I don't know.
Jesus.
Oh, man!
She's the blue lady. Oh, have you ever seen?
No, I've never played.
No, seen. That's all you need to have seen is, like, the prequels. Nope? Alright.
Oh, no, I've seen the prequels. You were there, but...
Then she was the
I don't
blue...
remember. Put up a picture!
Christ in a corner.
This is fun when I don't actually have to do it.
Yeah, now you know why we do it so often. Because we're good.
Anyway, so that's I think that's a really, really unique sort of thing. Have you ever done a Dungeons and Dragons character where you get to do that?
Dual wielding's hard.
Yeah.
It invokes a lot of penalties.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but fair penalties.
Mhm.
And it's hard to do.
I think it's workable.
And I don't know.
But I guess
it would
if
be up to DM's discretion. I certainly don't know of specific rules.
Rule of cool.
That dictate how a reversed handle works.
That makes sense.
You
I'm
know,
not
if
sure.
you catch what I mean.
Yeah. So the whatever style, not Florentine, but the reverse, like what?
Like,
how Ventus fights.
Yeah, like
I don't remember
know,
what that's called.
I don't know what effect that would have.
I think if it's
on
someone,
penalties, I don't know what that does.
I feel like if it's someone that if it was a character like a, let's make a character. So if it was, let's just say, this reincarnation of Zach the Bard is they're a bard, but they've also come from royalty, and they learn to fight in various different ways, and they learn to wield both normal and reverse style.
Yeah.
So, since that's a character trait that they were raised from birth, they had armies surrounding that they had access to. Oh.
I'm just looking at things. I'm sorry.
Okay. He had, let's say Zach the Bard had these various options around him. He learned how to fight from great warriors in the final, like the biggest armies that his parents held. So since it's a character-built trait, and that was a big part of him, but maybe he turned away and became a bard because he didn't like fighting. He thought it was super interesting and he felt super cool doing it, and then he had to kill someone. And maybe ever since he had to kill someone, and maybe that death wasn't deserved.
Sure.
I like this character. Can we use him? So
anyway, the point of this whole thing is
that I think that if you were developing this character in an actual D&D campaign, that if you explained it well enough in their backstory, that it would be valid, that they would be able to comfortably fight both ways. You know what I mean?
I thought you were asking a question when you had begun this, so I was waiting for the question to
I guess
happen.
there isn't a question. I was just explaining that maybe if the explanation and all of the reasoning fits.
No, I'm not saying that you couldn't make a character like that. I was saying I don't know
That's what I mean.
penalties
That
it
there
would
might
incur.
not, like, depending on how it's built, penalties may not be
I
as
see what you mean.
applicable.
Like, I see what you mean in that if they
had fought this way for 15 years.
I don't know. I guess it really just would depend on who your dungeon master is.
It's true. And on that note,
no, we still have like a couple minutes. We can't just end there.
I don't know what else to talk about regarding that.
Fine, we'll cut it a little close, guys. See you next time.
Oh, sorry. Bye.
Bye. Don't fuck up like that again.